The Grow a Garden update has just dropped, and in my opinion, this is one of the best updates that we've ever gotten in the entirety of this game's history. This update has a lot of stuff that will quite literally change the future of the game forever and will probably result in you making a lot more shekels. To start off, we have this new guy here. He is a part of the upgrade machine. You can actually go ahead and interact with him and basically ask him, who are you? And he says, me, Barry. Me, make DNA machine stronger. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, he's just yapping. But this guy's actually pretty cool because now you can upgrade the DNA machine, which can result in some of the best pets in the entire game. To do this, you actually need just a bunch of the old plants or whatever they're called. Anything that's basically bone and has been in the last prehistoric update can be used in here, and it's only the prehistoric stuff. You can basically offer it to him and say, take all my prehistoric plants, and as you can see, upgrade unlocked. Unlocked access to new egg from the DNA machine. You might be wondering what this new egg is, and it's actually right here. It's called the premium primal egg, and I'm gonna go very far in detail on this thing. It has some of the coolest things ever. You can also go ahead and upgrade this guy again. Now I need 60 kilograms, so I don't know if I actually have that. Okay, I'm afraid I don't, but luckily I know something very good in this new update. In this update, they also changed the prehistoric quest a little bit too, because now you have some bonus quests that you can complete, which will fill up your bone blossom bar a little faster, and it's better. So let's go ahead and skip the quest, for example. Let's pay 89 Robux. There we go. Boom, and it completes all of it too whenever you also do the auto claim. So it's pretty cool, and this will advance us further. The reason I did that, though, is so that we can get some of the ancient seed packs to plant down and use over here inside of this little dinosaur guy. He's gonna take it away from us, so let's go and plant it like right on over here. Or actually, first I have to open them. Okay, horn dino shroom, that's cool. This stuff isn't new, obviously. This was in the last update. Boom, boom, come on. Paradise petal, bro, are we serious? A rare? Please be good. Oh my god. Okay, we didn't get anything crazy. Last one, come on. Please be something good. There we go. Come on. Oh, stone bite. Okay, it doesn't really matter what we get, though. We just kind of have to plant them down. And actually, matter of fact, we want to get our sprinklers down as well. I have a bunch of master sprinklers. That's the only one I have, but that is fine. And then we can just go and plant the rest. Oh yeah, and this little fella that you see in my garden, yeah, he's one of the brand new pets, but there's a lot more about it. As you know, the main idea of this update is the brand new pet mutations, and I have gotten some pets in order to mutate and show you guys how cool they are. Pet mutations are basically normal mutations that we've had on everyday grow a garden plants, but now on pets. Some of them are actually insane, but in order to actually use this machine, you need a level 75 or above pet in order to place it in here. We're gonna go ahead and do that in a second, but there is a lot of brand new fruits too. One of them, which is, or actually a few of them, I believe 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are craftable, and they're inside of this recipe section. We have the horsetail, the lingonberry, the amber spine, and the grand volcania, which is the best one. As you can see though, for this one, you need 2 ember lilies, according to the testing server at least, a dinosaur egg, and an ancient seed pack, as well as 900,000 shekels. The rest are quite a bit easy to get, but for you to be able to craft the lingonberry as well as the amber spine, you are actually gonna have to make at least 2 horsetails because each of them does require one. But from what I've heard, those plants are pretty good. The pet eggs shop has also been changed. It's now actually viewable on the pet salesman, where you can just click show me the egg shop, and there we go. As you can see, he will show you all of the eggs that are currently in stock, and right now it looks like there's just some common eggs. They haven't actually added any brand new eggs inside this update. We still have the summer eggs, but that is about it. But now let's go ahead and mutate our first pet, and we do need a level 75 and above, so let's see what I actually have. I do have this dog right here, which I can mutate. Oh, and make sure you stay throughout the whole video because there's a lot of mutations that I want to show you guys, and it's just insane, man. All right, here we go. Boom. Place it into the mutations machine. There he is. He's ascending up, and now it is crafting. So to actually start it, you do need 1,000,000,000 shekels. This is something new that they added, but I don't know if that's going to be staying in here forever, but I do need 1,000,000,000 shekels for this specific pet. So let's go and start him, and now he takes an hour, but luckily I have the Robux to skip it, so we're going to just spend 49 Robux to skip this thing. Okay, talking about this, they actually went ahead and did a few updates. So now you can see all of the pet mutation chances, which I think is very good. And we got this ascended one, which I'm pretty sure this is the one where, you know, it can get a very rare mutation. But also they have made it to be level 50 plus instead of level 75 plus. So it should be much more accessible to everyone. Bro is tripping if he thinks I'm gonna wait in the testing server, bro. There we go. Let's claim him. And he is... Wait, what is that? He's an inverted dog. Look at him, bro. His colors are literally completely swapped out. So he was white. Now he's black. And his, like, face and stuff was black. Now it's white, bro. Oh, my God. Okay, let's go ahead and place him down. And inversion actually does have its own buff. So let's go ahead and view him. And as you can see, he now has inverted, which provides an additional 30% boost to the pet's XP per second. And well, if I'm gonna be honest with you, inverted is quite literally the most useless one, because you do already need something that's level 75 and above to get something that gives you 30% more XP, which just doesn't really make sense. So he's not the best whatsoever. I will say you can expect some possible buffs to be added to these later on, but there is some that are insanely OP. Let's go to the pet mutations machine again, because I have more pets. I got another dog. All right, this is the next dude. Let's start him from 1,000,000,000, and let's pay 49 Robux to just get him quick. Come on. There we go. Boom. And let's go ahead and claim the pet. Come on, be different, please. Oh, he's a fatty. And we just got a mega dog, bro. Look at this. He's huge. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. We're so close to 450k, bro, and it would mean the world to me. And also, I love making content on this game for you guys, so go ahead and subscribe, please, so that way you get notified as soon as I upload. Thank you very much. And join my Discord server. Tons of giveaways in there, too. If you didn't know, the developers actually put out a poll a few days ago. They actually put it in the leak section, too, but they basically asked, should massive pets be referred to as giant or mega? And the reason why they said this was because they wanted to add a mutation, and I mentioned this in my last video. So it looks like we were right. Now you can actually craft mega pets with a mutation. So unfortunately, I feel like the old ones just aren't going to be as rare, which is a little bit of a bummer. But I mean, I guess if you can show it doesn't have a mutation, it's still sick. But look at this fatty, bro. All right, let's check what he does. And the mega mutation has two things. So one, pet is gigantic. He also has a 20% faster hunger rate. And I'm not going to lie, that is the con of the mutation. So this guy is going to be starving 20% faster, which is not good. You necessarily don't want that unless it's consuming it 20% faster. But he does also gain an additional 10 XP per second. This might seem just as bad as the inverted one. And I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, 30% more is actually worse than 10 XP a second. Because when you do level this guy up, his mega is also going to get buffed. But luckily, I still have one more pet in order, or actually technically two more pets in order to try and get something new as well. Come on, please give me something good. Boom, submit the pet, pay 1,000,000,000, and then skip it. This is what we're going to do. Luckily, I have a lot of shekels to do this, so that is great. But there we go. Boom. And come on, give it to me. What is he? And oh my god, we got Windy. Okay, this one is pretty cool because it actually has an effect, and I'm pretty sure this gives you mutations. So let's go check it out in our garden right here. Boom, let's place this fatty. Oh my god, I don't have pet equip space. Now let's go ahead and place this fatty. Boom, and there he is. View. As you can see, yes, this one does give him mutation. Every 5 minutes, there is a 20% chance a nearby fruit becomes windstruck. The windstruck mutation honestly isn't the craziest mutation, but it is a very good one to get straight out the way, because I mean, this pet will get it for you. You used to have to get disco bees and dragonflies in order to get mutations, but now you can have pets such as your tiny little dog do it for you. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're probably already commented saying that level 75 is a very hard thing to get just for that. Well, think that no longer, because if I actually go to the gear shop right here and I scroll down, there's a bunch of new stuff. And one of them is this thing right here, the medium toy and the medium treat. The medium toy is very good for your pet's passives because it gives your pet a medium boost to their passive ability. Now, I'm not quite sure exactly how these are balanced or how much the rates are, but it does make them use their ability faster, so you'll get more benefits. And there's also a medium treat that you can give your pet, and this will boost their XP over time, so they're gonna be earning XP much faster. Oh, and that's not where it ends. There's actually something else inside of the gear shop all the way at the bottom called the level up lollipop, and this increases your pet's age by a whole 1. I definitely do not recommend you use that, especially in their early levels. Like, you do not want to be skipping age 16, bro. The ages that you're probably going to be want to skip is probably those that are above 70 or something very close to that number to where you can mutate your pets finally. But let's go ahead and place our final dog inside of this thing. Come on, bro. Give me another mutation. So far, we've gotten everything new. I swear, if it gives me a repeated one, I'm going to be a little upset. But here we go. 49 Robux. Boom. Claim the thingy. Come on. And, oh, it is different. We actually got the shiny dog. This one, to be honest, I don't actually know what he does. So let's go ahead and plant him down. And, okay, I do got to pick up this pet, but I will show you guys this little dude right here later on. But here we go. Boom. Let's place him down. And here he is. So here's the shiny dog. And shiny provides an additional 15% boost to the pet's XP per second. Okay, so this one sucks as well. Well, enough with the stuff that suck. What is actually insanely good? And let me show you guys what that is. This mutation right here is one that I did not get. But as you can see, it is called the golden mutation. And this makes your pet gold, as well as provides a 25% increase to the pet's passive. So whatever the passive is, whether or not, let's say, like, it basically, like, for example, it has a 4, it makes 4 things gold or whatever. With this passive, it's gonna make 5 things gold. So it's a little bit better of a buff to your pet, and it makes his passives better. I don't think it changes the duration of the passive, but rather just makes it better. This is another really solid one called the frozen mutation, where every 5 minutes it has a 20% chance and nearby fruit becomes frozen. Frozen is actually pretty good in comparison to Windstruck because it provides a 10 times multiplier to your plants, so it's a pretty nice thing to get and apply to all your things. I highly recommend these stuff too, by the way, if you have like dragonflies and disco bees, because you can already knock out 4 mutations super easily. This is another one that's very cool called the Iron Skin, and when another player steals from you, it grants a 35% chance you get the stolen fruit as well. I know what you're asking, does it apply to the raccoon as well? If I were to guess, yes, it probably does also apply to the raccoon. Otherwise, this wouldn't be the craziest thing. But hey, I guess if somebody finally steals your all mutations bone blossom, you have a 35% chance you'll get it back. Rates like these obviously aren't good because you're never gonna know when someone's gonna steal it, so you won't have this pet equipped. But it is something that you can get if you're interested. And shout out to this one content creator. Sorry, I unfortunately forgot your name, but this is what the golden pet looks like. And that is for the golden mutation that was in this update that I showed you guys a second ago. But what if I told you there's also rainbow mutations that can now be gotten straight out of the premium primal egg? Oh, and these are absolutely insane. Now, I don't know if this is only for stuff that comes straight out of the primal egg, but you could also possibly obtain this for free, I would assume. There is the brand new rainbow passive as well, which provides a 50% increase to the pet's passive. This is a whopping 2 times better than the last one. So if your pet makes 4 things gold, yeah, now it's going to do it with 6. So I think this is actually very OP. If you get this on something such as a dragonfly or a disco bee or something of that sort, congratulations. It's insane now. And there is one final mutation that actually provides a whopping 150x multiplier to your plant. This was actually placed on the bee pack, the guy who carries your stuff, but as you can see, every 6 hours a nearby fruit ascends to the higher realms and applies the Dawnbound mutation. From what I remember, the Dawnbound mutation could only appear on flowers, so now you can probably get it on other stuff, as well as you don't have to wait for an admin event. It's literally a whopping 150 times multiplier on your stuff, bro. It's so good. I will say I'm not too affirmative about how you get this, but the one that I saw was obtained from the pack bee right here. This guy literally off the shop. But he does not come with this normally, so I'm pretty sure it's a mutation that you actually have to pull from the pet mutations, but I just don't know yet. Now, obviously, with this brand new update comes a lot of brand new pets that I want to show y'all. Oh, and plants, but we're going to check out the plants later on in this video because I'm going to do something insane. Oh, also, I do know there's a sandstorm going on right now, but there is actually a bunch of new events as well, especially admin events. If you guys play on the update, you'll be able to get to see some of those, and they're pretty sick. Now, on to all of the brand new pets inside of the Primal Egg. Are they any good or are they poop? And I actually have a Rainbow Parasaphorolophos to show you guys. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but every 30 seconds, this guy is actually the worst pet, by the way, goes to the cosmetic crate with the highest open time and reduces his open time by 175 seconds. There's also a 56% chance for open time reduction to be multiplied by 7 times. Technically, it's pretty good if you're trying to just open your crates fast, I guess. Now, that one is a rainbow, and I want to see if there's any difference with this one because I do actually have one. This guy, though, is not rainbow, so is there a difference? And yes, there is. So the open time reduction is basically 2 times better on that, the chances of it happening. And the multiplier is a whopping 7 times on the rainbow versus almost a 2 times on the normal version. And it does look like it acts a lot faster on the rainbow version. On this one, it's every 80 seconds. Rainbow is every 30 seconds. And it reduces its open time by 175 seconds on the other one and only 80 seconds on the normal version. So yeah, if you didn't get the point already, rainbow pets are broken by a lot. I do also have the 3% rainbow version stats later on in this video too. But the next pet is the Iguanodon. And this guy right here, as you can see, all active dinosaur types gain an additional 0.5% XP per second. If I'm gonna be honest, that is probably the worst pet inside of this update. And I really hope that gets buffed. Honestly, it might quite literally be the worst pet overall because there is other pets such as the owl that do it to all of your pets in the entire game. This one only does it to your dinosaur pets and it's worse. So I hope it does get a buff later on in the update when it does come out into public servers. The next one is the Pachycephalosaurus, bro. What are these names? But this guy grants a 7% chance to duplicate a crafted item. I would argue and say that this is probably one of the better stuff inside this entire update. So yes, approved from me. I think this is really good. Especially if you have a team of these, I could see it being very useful. Because, I mean, let's say you can equip 8 pets, right? And this is its level 1 stat. So 8 times 7, there's a 50% chance that you can get something to duplicate. So that's pretty insane. But the next pet is the Rainbow Dilophosaurus. And as you can see, every 10 minutes, it opens its frills and spits out venom. The venom spreads to 10 other random pets. So basically to your entire team, just having one rainbow version of this. And it advances cooldown by 90 seconds or grants 2000 XP. This pet is quite literally completely broken, especially if it's rainbow, because you only need one of these on your team and it's gonna do an insane amount of work for you, bro. Oh, wait, I forgot about the next upgrade. Hold on, let's go to our garden and collect the stuff because as you can see, it has now grown. So we can go ahead put in the stone stuff into the event. And then we'll go ahead and check out the last 2 pets inside of this update. Hopefully they're just as good as this guy, but here we go. Let's go ahead, take all my prehistoric plants. Oh my god, that was not enough. Yo, bro, hold up, bro. Oh my god, these are not grown. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid I actually do not have enough to feed this guy. Take all of it. Oh my god, we're only up to 28 out of 60. But yeah, the more you upgrade this, the better the pets you can get, and you can even obtain the ones from the premium primal egg inside of this DNA mutation. So definitely make sure you're doing it. But from what I've actually heard, when you do upgrade this guy over here, it just decreases the time it takes to convert. So that's going to be very good, especially if you're using alt accounts too. I highly suggest you watch my last video for that, because I gave y'all some insane methods. And this is what it looks like when it's max level. It looks like it takes like 5 minutes, bro. And I mean, it's sick. It looks really, really cool. The effort that has gone in this update in comparison to the rest, I'm telling y'all, bro, it's absolutely outstanding. Oh, and let's not forget to mention that all of these things that I've mentioned in this video, you will be able to craft. I don't know why it's currently not on this table, but by the looks of it, you will probably eventually be able to craft the brand new stuff, including this archaeologist crate, which just has a bunch of brand new cosmetics. But the next pet on our list is the 1%. And if I'm gonna be honest, at the time I'm recording this video, unfortunately, this guy is the only one that I do not have any information on what he does. But I do have the best pet, aka the 0.5%. That pet is the Spinosaurus, where, as you can see, every 20 minutes, it devours a random mutation from 3.62 fruits, so 3 to 4, in your garden each, and then roars, spreading that mutation to 1 random fruit in your garden. If this sounds very familiar to you, don't worry, because it's kind of similar to what the T-Rex does, except the T-Rex actually gets 1 mutation and spreads it to 3 different plants. This one gets 3 mutations from different plants and puts it all onto 1 plant. Honestly, I don't know which one is technically better. It just depends on how your farm is set up, if I'm gonna be honest, and how often you're actually in the game. But if I were to guess, the T-Rex from the last update is probably better. This pet also actually does not have a rainbow version, so that's quite different from other things we've seen in the game. Or actually, never mind, I lied. I just had to scroll. Yes, it does have a rainbow version. So if you get a rainbow version of that, congratulations. It is probably a million billion times better than the T-Rex. But now onto all of the brand new seeds. One of the brand new seeds can be found inside the basic seed shop. It is the giant pine cone seed. It costs 929 Robux if you want to buy it with Robux. So one hint I'm gonna give you, don't buy it with Robux. That's actually incredibly expensive, but it is also a prismatic, so it's pretty cool. I don't know if there's anything below this, but I mean, at the same time, who really cares? We also have 1, 2, 3, and 4 more that can be found inside of the recipe section of the shop over here. And on top of that, you can craft small toys, which give your pet a small boost to their ability, as well as a small boost to their XP over time inside of the other recipe shop where everything else can be found. And to be honest, these are pretty simple to craft, so I highly recommend doing it. Small toy definitely seems easier than small treat, though, because you need dragon fruits for these, and I don't know how I feel about that. But let's go on ahead and plant down a bunch of these plants. Unfortunately, since it is testing, I only have the best seed in the possible update, or at least the best seed that can be found inside the seed shop, and it is all the way down here, the giant pine cone seed. Now, you might be wondering why it's free and why it only costs 55 million. Well, I'm actually inside of a modded game, but the value of this seed and everything is completely accurate to what's going to be in the game, so we're going to see how good this seed is, and hopefully it's the best thing in the entire world. Could it be better than the bone blossom? I don't know. We're about to find out, but first, let's go ahead and give ourselves some sprinklers. Right now, I only have a master sprinkler, but hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna get everything. Alrighty, and boom, now we have 100 of everything. So let's go ahead and place the master sprinkler right there, and then as well as a godly sprinkler in all of the plots. And we can also go ahead and place a normal sprinkler just like so. Boom, boom. And then last but not least, we get our advanced sprinkler down, so that way we can make sure if the the growing method works on this thing, then it will. But now let's go on ahead and plant it. Boom, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. We're going to do 4 different versions. Hopefully this works good, but I'm going to go ahead and press this grow all. Okay, come on. What is it? Oh my God, look at the pine cone. Okay, this looks so weird, but at the same time, it kind of looks sick. Bro, this pine cone is huge. Oh my gosh. Okay, I mean, I could definitely get it to be bigger. And just wait till later on in this video, because I'm going to get one that is massive, bro. I'm talking as big as the low taper fade. But look at the pine cone. And I do need a magnifying glass to see how much this is worth. Oh, what the heck? It just turned bloodlit inside the server. Hopefully, they all get bloodlit. But let's go and just grab a pine cone. This one's 24 kilograms. And I really want to see how a normal version is. What is the base price? And it looks like it is 1.6 million. Wait, this might be like as much as the Bone Blossom, if not more. But I'm going to go ahead and plant another one over here. But this one, I'm not even going to touch with any sprinkler. Here, let's go ahead and grow it. I want to see what it is. And this could be as good as the candy or the Bone Blossom, because the Candy Blossom is no longer the best. But okay, here's another one. This one's only 6 kilograms. So obviously a lot smaller. I would assume it's going to sell for a lot less. But how much is this worth? And it is 129K. The only bad side about this, bro, is it's very hard to stand up on it. Like, I need a harvest tool to get this stuff, bro. But it looks like it has 1, 2, 3 plants on it, as well as the 4th one that I just picked up. So to be honest, it's actually very good. As you can see, the minimum value and the base value of the Bone Blossom are around from 150 to 175K. And the minimum weight is 4.9 kilograms. So the Bone Blossom is definitely better. But at the same time, this comes in very close to that thing. And keep in mind, this is just a seed shop item. So there is other seeds inside this update that could genuinely be better. At the moment I'm recording, though, I'm just unsure of that. So I don't want to say anything that I'm not too sure about. But now let's go ahead and make one of these massive. Since I want to reuse the sprinklers, I'm going to just go ahead and delete them. It really doesn't matter. But let's go ahead and plant the seeds right on over here. I'm going to plant all 5 of them. And let's go ahead and grow them. Come on. This should be really big. Oh, wait. No, I did it wrong. Oops. Wait, hold on. My bad. Okay, now that I'm completely blinded by this spot, let's go ahead and plant a bunch down. There we go. And if I hit grow all, this should become really big. Here we go. Boom. Grow all. Come on. And look at that, bro. I want to hit grow all again. Maybe we can get the plant or the pine cone itself to be bigger. But, okay, this seems to be the biggest I can get them to be, actually. We got a rainbow one to spawn up there. But would you look at that? This is insanely cool. I'm going to be honest. As simple as a fruit this is, this might be just one of my more favorite ones. I mean, this is 19 kilograms right here. And although it literally just looks like straight up poop, bro, it looks pretty good. But make sure you guys join my Discord server, because we're going to be doing a ton of giveaways on there for this brand new update, and it's going to be insane. Also, please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Like, hello, please just subscribe. What have you done if you haven't subscribed yet? I would very much appreciate it. But until then, watch this video next right here, because this is the end of this video, and I promise you guys are going to enjoy this video. So hurry up and click it, because this video is about to end. Until then, bye.